little boy, I'd go hunting with my grandfather. We'd be trapping, we'd be setting snares, and we'd be catching rabbits. So I remember this one morning, I was about 7 years old, going with my musho, my grandfather, to go and learn. Now it was the time, the rites of passage was the time to learn. So there was this little rabbit in the snare. It looked so cute. So I went and grabbed it to play with it, and it gave such a horrible squeal. And my grandfather said, "Kaya, don't do that. Ikitimahau, you're abusing that animal. God gave us a wankik to meet soyak so we could eat. Kaya chamatoake, not to play. Moya ok skate mogawiak. Aishino and parsan chamatoake, a good dog." So right away, kikaus kapasta hen, you will give us bad luck, and God won't help us to have good hunt. So I learned that's over 60 some years ago. I'm going to be 73. And I learned, you see those teachings, you learn. I'm an 8th generation. And from when we spoke our own language, our own distinction, which I still am today. I'm one of those bona fide Michifs, you know. There's not many of us. We're losing them all the time. As soon as we lose our elders, we're losing the libraries. We're losing the stories, the music, the history, the understanding. So this is why we have to make sure that we listen carefully like I did when I was a little boy. So this one morning, I asked Kokom, and I said, "Granny," I said, "Umaga pikskoya, the language that we speak, umalalang," I said, "Tandeu shipai, where is it from?" And she looked at me and she, like in awe, and she said, "Tanikin magagawechimian, why do you ask me that? Mo kachaw yak pegagwechimo when magagawechimian, nobody has ever asked that before." And no take skate man, I'd like to know, I said. When Moshe matnik skate denoma, Magakapito tanki Tom de May, you'll come tomorrow. I don't know now, but I'll think about it. So the old people never just shunned you or set you aside, and they never said to you, "I don't know." But she said, "Nanagatoite," and I'll think about it. So she thought, she said, "I'll think about it." And you come tomorrow morning and I'll tell you. So next morning, of course, I'm all excited. Kokom's going to tell me, Granny's going to tell me the story. She said, "I'll meet so eat." She said, "The porridge, you stand on porridge, I go, the toast lagadet, panic toast." She said, "Kawitamaten, I'm going to tell you," she said. "Nigish and I remembered so I could tell it to you in the right way," she said. So she said, "Kianandi Michif, we're Michifs," she said. "Umagai speaks Square," she said, "the way we speak," she said. God gave us this language, she said. "Tough school," she said, "Uma. Kaishna Pakle Moda," and she, the world, she said, it's round. When you see, look at things, the trees are round, she said. There's a formation of the circle of life. She said, from there, Kianan, the last nation of the world, we brought that circle together as the last nation God created. We brought that together. And God gave us a language, and gave us new legends and stories and distinction as this new people. And sometimes she would say, Le Cree Kipik Swanan, we speak Cree. Maka Nemoya Livre Cree, it's not the real Cree. Le Français Kitagwastanan Kapik Square, we mix French in our language. E who's Tigianan Pakankai speak square, a speech Le Cree, Le Français. That's why we speak different than the Cree and the French. Because it's not Cree, it's not French, it's Michif. We connect our old ways we took from the indigenous side and we took from the French side, and Catholicism and the old ways, we made it for ourselves. You couldn't find that in the church, you have to find that in your own home, in your stories. Michif Kina. Michif Kipikshpanan, we speak Michif. So with that, I would like to say, let's come together as a nation. Let's come together, let's work together, let's build together for all of us. Merci.